Howdy, partner. Howdy, partner. How you doing? Well, how you doing, partner? We got another collective reading. Now, this is for all signs. Whatever sign you are. I've got today my roasted dandelion root tea. And we're going to be using the Rider-Waite Tarot as well as a couple oracle cards. And if we're feeling like it, we might just pull out that Aleister Crowley Tarot. Let's begin with the rune. What do we need to know for this reading today? I'm going to let it fall out. Alright. I'm just going to flip it as is. Okay, so upright. This one looks like it's in reverse. And then this one is in upright. So I'm going to read them as they present. And I believe with runes, you go right to left. So let's go to Gateway. That is the 2021 rune, 21st rune on page 133. Now, I've been seeing this rune a lot today. It says, with a gateway for its symbol, this is the Thurisaz, I think. Thurisaz, yeah. Thurisaz. It's gateway, place of non-action, and the god Thor. With a gateway for its symbol, this rune indicates that there is work to be done both inside and outside yourself. Thurisaz represents the tools. The gateway is not to be approached and passed through without contemplation. Here you are being confronted with a clear reflection of what is hidden in yourself, what must be exposed and examined before right action can be undertaken. This rune strengthens your ability to wait. Now is not the time to make a decision, or to make decisions. Deep transformational forces are at work in the next to last of the rune cycles. Visualize yourself standing before a gateway on a hilltop. Your entire life lies out behind you and below. Before you step through the gateway, pause and reflect. Pause and review the past, the learning and the joys, the victories and the sorrows, everything it took to bring you here. Observe it all, bless it all, release it all. For it is in the letting go of the past that you reclaim your power. Step through the gateway now. All right. The next rune I see is flow, but flow is in reverse, and maybe that's meaning something here. 127. It's meaning something. 127. Go with the flow, they say. So flow in reverse. It's water. It's laguz. L-A-G-U-Z. Laguz. That which conducts. Unseen powers are active here. Powers that nourish, shape, and connect. The attributes of this rune are water, fluidity, the ebb and flow of emotions, career, and relationships. Okay. But in reverse, it says a counsel against overreach and excessive striving. Drawing flow reversed is a warning against trying to exceed your own strength or operate beyond the power you have funded to date in your life. It often indicates a failure to draw upon the wisdom of instinct. As a result, the intuitive side of your nature may be languishing, leaving you out of balance. What is called for now is to go within, to honor the receptive side of your warrior nature. So definitely doing some reflection, and that makes sense with this rune here, Gateway. Doing some reflection before you open the floodgates, let's say. Now the last rune presented is Warrior. Warrior rune, 120. That's very fitting. Warrior. It's in the upright. This is spelled T-E-I-W-A-Z. Teiwaz, the warrior. Tu, the sky god. This is the rune of the spiritual warrior. Always the battle of the spiritual warrior is with the self. And we had lots of self-reflection here. So having to go internally. Funding a will through action, yet unattached to the outcomes, remaining mindful that all you can really do is stay out of your own way and let the will of heaven flow through you. These are among the hallmarks of the spiritual warrior. Embodied in this rune is the energy of discrimination, the sword like quality that enables you to cut away the old, the dead, the extraneous. And yet, with the warrior rune comes certain knowledge that the universe always has the first move. Patience is the virtue of this rune, and it recalls the words of St. Augustine that the reward of patience is patience. Here you are asked to look within, to delve down into the foundations of life itself. Only in doing can you hope to meet the deepest needs of your nature. Only in so doing can you hope to meet the deepest needs of your nature and tap into the most profound resources. The molding of character is at issue when you draw this rune. Associated with this rune are the sun, masculine energy, the active principle. The urge for conquest is powerful here, especially self-conquest, which is a lifelong pursuit and calls for awareness, single-mindedness, and the willingness to undergo your passage with compassion and in total trust. When this rune comes in response to a relationship issue, it indicates that the relationship is both timely and providential. The bond is a real one. There is work for you to do together. If the issue concerns devotion to a cause, an idea, or a path of conduct, the warrior rune counsels perseverance, although at times the kind of perseverance called for is patience. A rune of courage and dedication. In ancient times, Tewaz was the glyph that warriors painted on their shields before battle. Now the same symbol strengthens our resolve to align the self, which is the lower self, with the higher self. So that is the runes present. I'm going to keep them out just for reference sake. And we're going to get into some of the tarot. Today with me I have the Rider-Waite Tarot. This is going to be 3 to 5 cards reading, I'm assuming, and then some clarifying cards. And we're looking for the next 48 hours. I'm not going to take any cards before I shuffle properly. And I'm also going to have a sip of tea. Don't forget to drink. Breathe. Relax. That's very nice. It's very subtle. I didn't cook those roots. I didn't really roast them too long. It's a very subtle taste. It's nice. So, what do we need to know for the collective? There seems to be some sort of gateway, passageway, maybe it feels like there's a block of flow, maybe there is supposed to be energy building up at this point, and then as you move forward with that warrior, you're going to release all that flow that's been building up. That's what I'm intuitively seeing. There might be a passionate encounter. Who knows? What is coming up? For the collective, this is all signs. Everybody's welcome. Come on in. We got a couple cards here, why not? What's coming out? What do we need to know? What do we need to know? Oh. Say something. That one wants to fall. I'm not even looking. That one wants to fall. Okay. I'm going to read it, but it's too many in one hand. It's the Sun, 6 of Pentacles in reverse, 3 of Pentacles upright, 5 of Wands in the reverse, 7 of Wands. There's a victory in regards to some sort of lack of money, funding, something. There's some sort of financial disparity that was there, but it's in the reverse now. And a contract seems to be being created. This is getting you out of the conflicting energy and bringing you into the 7 of Wands, some sort of victory. And I also already know what this card is because it's bent and has a curve there. which is almost cheating. That is going to be the Four of and Justice. That's what we're ending on. Justice is the last card. And I'll show you here the order as I flip them. First card is Four of Pentacles, I'm assuming. Yeah, Four of Pentacles. You've been holding on to your money. Really focusing on self-preservation, getting grounded financially. You might not have like the most money, but you have enough right now. You may feel like you're outcasted potentially. You may have felt slightly alone, but there's communication coming in. Eight of Wands, passionate, fast, and it's also a double. Eight is 4 times 2, so Four of Pentacles up to the Eight of Wands. Justice with the 1111 number. Now, justice might mean that there's a legal decision that's going to be going in your favor, and this could help balance your finances or encourage. Like, people have been seeing what you've been doing. People have been watching you. I'm noting that word has gotten around. You may be getting words spoken about you out of town. There could be people around the world that have been talking about you. I don't know if you're like a social media influencer or if you have a channel on YouTube. You may have some sort of notoriety. You don't really know it because you've been focusing on your pentacles and just working on yourself. But word's gone around with this Eight of Wands, and there's going to be a justice decision, some sort of, there might be a Libra involved, but you could be Libra, they could be Libra. There's a justice that's going to be in the upright, in your favor. There's a legal decision that's going to be made. And we're going to get a couple clarifying cards in regards to these, just to get more understanding. But basically what I'm seeing right from the get-go is you've been through some sort of saving mode, self-preservation, protection, being kind of frugal, watching what you spend, really got money on your mind and your mind on your money. You're balanced, you're grounded, you have money under, you're like, you might be someone that is money. Like, what you are is valuable. You could be somebody of value, and people see that. People see money comes to you and is attached to you, and that you are around money all the time. You might not be the most wealthy, but you seem to have a knack with it. And then communication here with this Eight of Wands is very swift, it's fast. This is going to be fast-paced action. Now, this could be communication going out or communication going into you. But what I'm seeing is this gentleman here in Four of Pentacles is kind of out in the city. He's on his own throne. He might not feel like included in most of the social circles that are going on in the city, but word has been spread about this person. I'm assuming this is you. Now, this is an earth sign energy. Obviously, Pentacles is earth signs. So that could be Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. But that could also just mean that you are sitting in your more earthly energies. Like, you might have earth in your chart somewhere, and you can look at that. I don't know everybody's chart in the world. I don't have that power. But what I'm seeing is this is an earth sign energy, and it's someone that's kind of watching their money, being a little frugal, not spending too much, but not holding everything back. You're still offering, and you have communication going out from the city. Like, in this card, you're closer to the city. In the Eight of Wands, the city's further off in the distance. I'm seeing communication could be going out from where you are to distant lands about you. And this is going to be bringing in some sort of justice. Now, this could be a legal situation, or this could just be the feeling and sense of justice. Like, you might become this person that they see as very just. Maybe you'll be able to handle contracts and communication very clearly and honestly and forthcoming. This could be coming. Maybe you're getting a legal decision in your favor because people have been watching you. They just see that you're minding your own business. Like this Four of Pentacles, he's not around anybody. Right? He's just by himself. And with the Eight of Wands, that's double the four. So I'm seeing what you've been manifesting is going to either double or more. And then with the 11 before the Justice card is the 11 card. This could be a twin flame coming in. This could be justice in the sense of your partner coming in. But we're going to pull a couple clarifiers just to get a better sense of what is these cards. So what is the Four of Pentacles? What is the Four of Pentacles? I'm seeing strength and Four of Swords. There's another 4 card. So you've been gathering your strength, going internally, maybe praying, resting up, charging up. People see you as strong. They see that you have opportunities coming up. You might have multiple opportunities. It could be conflicting what direction that you need to go. And that's maybe you're thinking about your finances and your pentacles, like what direction do I need to go? But there's going to be swift communication, and it's going to be justice. Overall, justice is the energy in the end, which is good. It's in the positive. It's in the upright. It's not a negative decision being made. Energy is fluid. Time is fluid. This could change. And we have a card on the ground. Hello. We have a card on the ground. I'm picking it up. But Queen of Swords. I'm not going to put it, I want it to land on the table. So what is this for? Okay. 2 cards. Isn't that funny? Page of Pentacles in reverse. 5 of Pentacles in reverse. I'm seeing that you dodged a low offer. I'm seeing if you are this 4 of Pentacles, you decided to hold back from this page. Maybe this page is coming in and pretending like they had an opportunity for you, but it would have left you in the 5 of Pentacles. But because you dodged that page in immature energy, maybe someone lied to you and they said that you'd have like a good deal with them or whatever, but you're like, I'm just going to stick to myself. This page could have seen you as somebody that had more money and more wealthy than them, but they were being like boastful almost about what they had, and they're like trying to encourage you to do dealings with them, but it would have brought you down to their energy, to a page. When you're at the 4, which is like backwards, you don't want to go that way. So you said no. You're like, I'm just going to do what I'm doing. I'm just going to hold on to what I got. I don't feel like becoming a page. I'll just sit in my energy here for a little bit longer and practice patience. And that's what we heard about in the runes, was a little bit of patience. And this patience paid off because you dodged being out in the cold. Maybe somebody wanted to work with you and maybe it was even in a housing situation, but now this person that you would have been with is actually going to be potentially homeless. The 5 of Pentacles, they're in this lack energy. So you dodged it. What is this 8 of Wands? Communication coming in. Maybe people were talking about this, talking about how you'd survived or managed to avoid something that could have been dangerous or treacherous, or people were trying to rob from you, or, yeah. What is this 8 of Wands? What is this 8 of Wands? It's communication, generally. What is this communication about? Which direction is it going? Ace of Cups. Communication coming in about something that you love or a love offer. People could be talking about how loving you are. People could be, maybe there's a bunch of people that are going to come towards you with love. Oh, wow. There's justice here as well on the table. What is this justice? So 8 of Wands, Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups is a brand new beginning. It's an offer from the divine. Justice is clarified by the 4 of Cups in reverse. So we got the 4 of Pentacles, and then opposite spectrum is 4 of Cups in reverse. Excuse me, because you were patient, and you worked on your own finances and didn't ask anybody, you just did with what you had. There's going to be communication going out about how good you are at managing your money, or somebody has been talking about you, and your notoriety has increased. It's doubled. There's going to be love offers or a specific offer coming towards you that's going to be justice, and it's going to get you out of this 4 of Cups energy. Woe is me, thinking about all these negative da-da-da-da-da. So very positive. 4 of Pentacles clarified by the Page of Pentacles in reverse and the 5 of Pentacles in reverse. So this could have been somebody from the past. This could have been an immature energy. It could have been somebody in their a very young age, up to, I'd say, 35 years old. But this also could be a mature person that isn't acting mature. This could be somebody that's a kid at heart or has the mentality of a child. And they were trying to sell you a pipe dream. It's like somebody coming up to you and saying, this gerbil can power your house. I have a bunch of gerbils and a bunch of wheels that we can attach to alternators, and then if we feed the gerbils enough and give them enough motivation, we can power your entire house on gerbil energy. And you're like, you know what, that's a great idea. I love that you have this fantastic idea. I'm just going to let you run off with that idea. Go out to as many people as you can, see how many gerbils you can sell, and I'm going to stay on my chair. I don't need gerbils here. That's what you said. You're like, I'm going to stay here. I don't need your offer. It may be fantastical. This could be somebody that was like really selling the dream. They have this pentacle up here. They're like, this can turn into 10,000 pentacles. But you're like, I have 4 pentacles, so maybe I'll have 4,000 pentacles if I just wait and be a little bit patient. You know, I don't need gerbils. That's what you're saying. You didn't want this offer that this page had, and you're like, no, we're going to ixnay that. Could have been a Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo that tried to come towards you or was going to come towards you, but now they're actually in the Five of Pentacles. This is either what they wanted you to be in, or this is what would have consequently happened if you had accepted this offer from this page. So a page, obviously, it's not a king, it's not even a knight. It's the furthest you can be from somebody that is rightfully like this could be an employee. This could be somebody like at the lowest ranks of a company that was pretending to be at the top, and they actually were going to be in the cold. And they could be in the cold with a partner that they had, and maybe this was a couple that was trying to come against your finances. But because you were patient and you didn't accept this offer from this page, I'm seeing that there's communication going in, going out, both directions, but it's from one country or city or place to another in regards to how loving you are and how full your cup is, or it is a love offer. This is an Ace of Cups being presented to you. Now, if this is a love offer coming towards you, this is going to be justice for you because you were patient in solitude and mastered yourself. And you have now not only become double what people saw you, like your power, your value, your worth has now magnified itself. But now love offers are going to be coming towards you, and it could be the love offer that you've been waiting for. Like this page could have been somebody that was pretending to be someone that you might be romantically involved with, but they were coming more in a materialistic sense, or like, hey, here you go, da da da, want to work together or something, but they actually wanted to shag you, and then you would have been out in the cold if you got together with them because they were attached to a negative energy. This person that was trying to come towards you is attached to a negative form of material energy. They weren't in the upright, and they weren't even at a higher level than basically an Ace of Pentacles. They only had one pentacle, and it wasn't even in the upright, and then they wanted to get together with you. You would have been left out in the cold and injured. You would have been in crutches. You would have been dying, dead. It would have been a very hard winter for you. But because you survived on your own, you may have had help, yes, but you were primarily focused on yourself, and you weren't actually doing a whole lot of partnering up with people. And because of that, there's communication being given either to someone in justice, a position of justice. This could be a lawyer, judge, attorneys, people that handle the courts. This could be a banker potentially, because there's the scales here, balance. But something's going to be balanced. Something's going to be balanced out, and it's going to be a fair decision in your favor coming from somebody in a position of authority because they see what you have really been focusing on, which wasn't to be what is it called, a scammer. You weren't scamming people. You weren't trying to like hustle people out of their money. Maybe you even found little bits of change, like with the Page of Pentacles. You could have been finding little bits of change and money that belonged to other people, and people were watching how you behaved around money, and if you were being upright and honest. Like even if it was $2 on the ground that somebody dropped out of their pocket, were you the person that says, hey, you dropped your money, or were you the person that took that $2 and said, well, it's mine now? Finders keepers, losers weepers kind of energy. But communication's being gone out about this Four of Pentacles, which is you, towards the justice system. This is going to bring balance. With this Eight of Wands, this could be somebody that is, or clarified by the Ace of Cups, this could be somebody that wants to offer you peace with the Dove here, and they want to overflow your cup once they come in and they offer this peace offer potentially, or just want to bring you a sense of peace. This is going to overflow your cup. This cup is being presented from the divine. This is orchestrated. This isn't out of the, like, this is meant to happen. This isn't just like willy-nilly stuff and your ego talking. This is God. This is the higher realms that are intervening and bringing you love. Now, if this love is coming in that's bringing this justice, the justice is itself that you're going to get out of this Four of Cups energy, which is the woe is me, I've never had a good cup. This could be 4 years that you were dealing with some sort of sorrow This could be 4 months. This could be 4 different partners that you were dealing with sorrow, but we got 2 fours on the table. We got an Ace of Cups, we got a Page of Pentacles, we got 5 here. Justice is 11. That's about it for numbers. I'm seeing justice is going in your favor because you are so devoted and dedicated to yourself. You knew that there was going to be, with the runes here, you knew there was going to be a gateway present. You've done the self-reflection and you found what was valuable to you and kept the most valuable things. And you may have even had to lose some stuff along the way. This could have felt like your flow was being blocked or in reverse, but sometimes what happens is the energy is building up. Maybe the flow isn't released quite yet because it needs to push you even further. So the flow is starting to be backed up, it's building up. This could be frustration as well with the flow in reverse. You could be feeling frustrated, like, why isn't anything happening? But in the background, you don't even know this. There's communication going on about you, maybe from your lover to other people in regards to a way to assist you with justice and providing you justice to help get you out of this closed off, depressive, I don't want to accept anything. You're going to be, the opposite of Four of Cups is you're going to be open. You're going to be open to receive love. Now you're actually going to have your eye on what is being presented to you because you've released these Three of Cups that were not for you. Beautiful. Okay. That's about it for this little read here. I don't want to get too into it. We're going to pull out some oracles now. So what do the spirits want to talk to us about? What do the animal spirits want to let us know? We're going to do a nice shuffle for these big cards. Just like so. We're going to cut the deck in half. Let the cards fall where they may. Then we're going to do our little magic threes. So if you're just tuning in with us, thank you for watching. This is Lights Out Tarot. I didn't even introduce myself at the beginning of the video. Thank you for all the returning subscribers and new subscribers. Welcome to the show. This is now the oracle portion of the video. If you'd like to watch the tarot reading, which was very positive, you're just going to want to rewind. This is currently a live tarot reading. And feel free to leave comments. If you want to become a new subscriber, hit that subscribe button. If you'd like to donate to the channel, there is options for that in the description box attached to the video. If you'd like a private reading, please email me, and then we will set that up for you. Roughly 40-minute time slots is where I'm at. I use Zoom, so if you have Zoom or access to Zoom, then we're able to do a 40-minute session that you can record if you'd like. And I accept payment through PayPal or e-transfer. Very simple. Just a little bit more shuffling here. One last go. One last shuffle. And then we're going to lay it out. Okay. We're going to go in threes. So not this one, not this one, but this one. So we'll put these under. Not this one, not this one, but this one, and we'll put these under. Not this one. Oh, that's 2. That's 3 in total. Not this one, not this one, but this one. Okay, now we've got our 3 bestiary cards. And if I don't get enough intuitive reading off this, we're going to read into the book and see what my intuition pulls out from there as well. We're going to go in order of pull. This is the first one. This is the second one. Oh, wow, we've been getting that one a lot. This is the third one. And that's a 3 as well. I'm seeing like a Celtic symbol in this. I'm seeing an arrow, trajectory, also a compass in this one. And then I'm seeing a book, mainly in this one. This is also a drum. This isn't a compass, essentially, but it is a drum. So, there's a sound, there's a drum, there is a song that's being heard. Now you might have a very strong heartbeat, or the vibration coming off your heart is very strong. You could be torn between 2 different routes to go at this point. And this could be a representation of higher self and lower self, the black and white horse. This could be that one wolf on one shoulder, the other wolf on the other, or the devil and the angel. You know how it goes. I'm seeing distant lands. I'm seeing a map. I'm seeing cartography. I'm seeing not only the drum, but potentially becoming a part of a band, um, or your music is going to be heard worldwide. If you're a musician, this is a good sign for you, having this card out. This says transcend yourself, and the animal is an Andalusian horse. Now, horses are symbolically used to bring one spirit from one realm to another. Like if you die, a horse will carry you to the next realm. Horses have been used as messengers, like you would have a messenger ride a horse, and then the message would be swift. So there may be a message coming into you or going out, or both directions. You could be doing a lot of communicating right now, and you might be communicating through music. Now, to transcend yourself would be to, let's find the definition of transcend just to get a real clear picture of transcend. Define transcend.
Here's the definition of transcend. Be or go beyond the range or limits of something abstract, typically a conceptual field or division.
So to transcend would be to get to a different limit or a height that you might not actually see within yourself. You might not be able to recognize your true potential at this point, and this card is reminding you that you can transcend yourself. You can reach beyond your perceived limits and barriers and boundaries. Now, this could be done through a multitude of ways. Some people use herbs and different hallucinogenics to transcend themselves and open up their mind. Other people have maybe spirits, or they go into nature and they have some sort of epiphany. Now, this could be somebody coming to you and helping you transcend yourself as well. Now, this might be a brief crossing of paths. If this is somebody coming into you and you going into them, you may just be meeting each other to get to that next level, potentially. But there's a lot of ways to interpret it. I'm seeing this has been something revolving around music, maybe the beat of your heart and the beat of your drum, but transcending yourself and your limits. You're going to be going beyond where you perceive, even higher. Like you might have big goals, but what's meant for you is even bigger, even greater. The next one is human, and it says, remember forgetting. Now, in the book, it talks about how humans have been creating some sort of chaos by forgetting that they were a part of the animals and the mammals and the system of life. They thought they were above it. Maybe they transcended what they thought was the ecosystem, but they were actually just lying to themselves and deluding their mind. Now, you could be lying to yourself potentially about a few things. You could also be benefited by getting a little bit more knowledge and a little bit more study and a little bit of education. I'm seeing around plants, plant medicine. But it says remember forgetting. So if you have perceived limitations that are in your brain, you might just need to forget about those and open up your mind and fly like those animals and soar and jump and reach for new limits. That's what I'm seeing with that open mind. You may just need to open up your mind space a little bit more and you'll be able to transcend. And then earthworm. Here's that classic symbol. You've seen this before. It's like a rune almost. Now the earthworm, you can cut that up multiple times and it'll stay alive and it can regrow itself essentially. You can chop it up, I think, like 9 times and it'll still grow. But it says discover your purpose. Now what I'm seeing intuitively is that you're going to be digging deeper into the roots and foundations of your culture and the medicines around you. So I'm seeing dandelions, I'm seeing the roots of the weeds, but also the weed itself. So you're going to be learning not only the topmost superficial layer of knowledge about yourself and the things around you, but you're going to go into the deeper levels. You're going to get into the core of yourself, of the issues that are present in your reality, and to the core of knowledge itself. Discover your purpose. Your purpose might be to become an educator. Your purpose might be revolving around nature, agriculture, herbalism, working with medicines and plants, maybe even animals. I'm seeing that you're going to be going into the core, the center. You're going to potentially be working with others in this regard. And you might almost be blind, like you might have such a focus that you're blind to other things around you because the earthworm doesn't see. So, again, let's recap. Transcend yourself. The limitations that you've placed upon yourself are not as great as your actual potential. And then, if you are able to forget those boundaries and limitations that you placed upon yourself, then you will be able to discover your purpose. Because you may have been programmed to think you need to do certain things. And this could be the books that they gave you in school. This could be the books that you're paying for or whatever. Like maybe, yeah. The books that you were reading from may even set limitations upon what your actual true purpose and spirit can do. Because spirit is greater than matter. Spirit brings into matter. So remember forgetting, let go of those limitations, drop the boundaries within your own mind. Get out of the box. I'm also seeing a book as like a square, like a box. Get out of the box. Your head's jumping right out of there. And you might just come up with your purpose, your actual true purpose, rather than some sort of title and role that was designed to put you into a certain category. Discovering your purpose may take going into the deepest aspects of yourself and deeper knowledge. Like, where does the knowledge in the books come from? Where did they get all the facts? Where did they get it? You might actually need to study the sources that you're reading and get into who the people that were writing the books are. You might just go off into a little tangent or a rabbit hole, and that's going to help you transcend yourself and break through those limits that either have been placed upon you or that you placed upon yourself. This could be a spiritual journey. This could be a physical journey. You might be traveling to distant lands. This could be revolving around drum circles. That's First Nations cultures or African cultures. You might be going to one of these places where that's of importance. Or you might just be, you might already be there and you could be participating more in the activities that are available to you in those regards. And now these First Nations, let's go to the First Nations. They don't necessarily write down all their knowledge. They actually pass their knowledge through storytelling and songs. They don't have a whole lot of books written about all these things until of late, when they've been trying to preserve their culture and their history before it gets completely eradicated. So spirit animals, they often talk about the animals in the First Nations culture, and they are associated and attributed to different stories and even timelines of creation. The raven is a very important animal. The wolf is a very important animal. The whale. There's a bunch of animals that are super important to telling stories to the children. And through storytelling, that could be a connection here with the book, storytelling, you're able to discover your purpose, or that might be your purpose, is working as a storyteller. Okay? Really cool. That's just my intuitive read on those bestiaries. Let's pull a couple crystallary cards. What do we need to know from the crystals? Are they going to reaffirm what we just went through? Are they going to inspire us? What are these cards going to say? What do we need to know? I'm not going to look at them. I don't want to cheat it. Fall on the table, please. Fall on the table. Don't let my hands interfere. Just let them fall on the table. Let the cards fall where they may. That was a funky mouth thing that happened there. Let the cards fall where they may. What is going to happen? What do we need to know? How can we benefit from the crystallary today? Maybe I need to shuffle it at least once, because they're being a little stubborn. What do we need to know from the crystallary? I don't want to see them. What do we need to know? Just a couple cards, please. Maybe three. Okay, we're going to do the three pull. Not this one, not that one, but this one. Not this one, not that one, but this one. Not this one, not that one, but this one. Okay, that's so much easier. But still, kind of random, right? Method to my madness, though. Activate the void. Lots of purple. Come to calm, both are purple. And then red. Fill yourself. So azurite, sodalite, morganite. We got all ites. These are all three ites. Ite, you might just be feeling ite. Activate the void. So this is manifesting from a space of emptiness. This is creation. That's creativity. Where does thoughts of creation come from. They come from the space that is empty, the void. You may have a little idea here and there, but generally, creation, maybe spirit, acts out of the void. There are stories about the creation of the earth, and it was spoken into existence. So it was a completely dark space based on a few creation of the earth theories. And God spoke into matter what was to be. Let there be light, da 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 da. On this day they did that, on this day they did that. And through the void, they created the heavens above and the heavens below. They separated the waters from above from the waters below. So activate the void. This might mean that you need to go deeper into your metaphysics, your spiritual side, something that isn't even tangible just yet in your hands. And I'm seeing the hands doing this. This could be working with chi energy. You might be channeling through your hands. You could be using crystals in between them to be a conduit. But you're manifesting out of the 5D, 7D reality, and you don't necessarily need to see what is being manifested for it to start to come to fruition. Come to calm. This is a reminder that in a place of peace, in a place of serenity, you are able to ascend, you are able to come to a sense of understanding. So once you've calmed your spirit, answers may come in. So to activate the void, you might need to just calm yourself, and then the answers are going to come to you. You might just be manifesting as you breathe. You don't even have to necessarily do anything. Like the birds out there, they don't make a huge plan about how they're going to go get their food. It's already instinctually inside them. The lion gets taught by the mother, yes, but they don't necessarily go out there with a game plan, write everything down, and then activate. They just kind of go with the flow. I'm seeing the flow is very important. A still water here. This is very still, calm water, but one little rock that hits that water creates a ripple effect. So as you find your stillness, you're going to find calm waters around you, and then you can potentially make your move, and that's going to create ripple effects around you as well. And what is it? Manipulate matter, basically. I'm seeing sunflowers, so you might be growing sunflowers. Sunflowers could be very important to you, but it's also the next plant as well. This is a sunflower in the next card. So we got sunflowers in the middle card, and then you got sunflowers in this one. Now, I'm seeing sacred geometry in this card and this card, and then it kind of goes away into the ripple. We're looking more into the ripple because there's little waves on the outside. See that little ripple effect, just like there's waves in this one in the water. So purple is your crown chakra. Practice owning up to your true potential. Don't discredit yourself. Don't lower your head. Keep your head up high and manifest with your pure intent, pure heart, and create from the void. Activate the void. There's a space inside of you that you can't necessarily see that has what you need, has what you want. It's all within you. So you're going to activate that. You're going to create some sort of magical spark, charge, or whatever, and it's going to start to manifest. And then once you calm yourself, come to calm, you're going to notice the material world around you shifting into what you're supposed to be manifesting, and then fill yourself, Morganite. Now, when I see this, there's something about your heart chakra. Either this is going to replenish you in your heart, or your heart is going to be replenished by being around Morganite or plants, sunflowers specifically. You might want to eat sunflower seeds, you might want to grow some sunflowers, you might want to go into a field of sunflowers, or even just take up pictures of it and look at a sunflower and just observe what it looks like. And you might get some sort of idea, or it might help you transcend yourself. Just looking at a sunflower. Everything starts from a little seed. Remember that. Even your thoughts are little seeds. So everything starts from a seed. And this big sunflower that turns into like this big sometimes, it was just a little tiny seed on the top of that sunflower. And this happens time and time again. You were just a seed in your mother and your father. And look at you. Look how big you are now. You ever seen a Great Dane? Great Danes are one of those big dogs. You ever seen them as a puppy? They're little tiny things, just a little seed. They were just a little tiny thing, and then they grow into this huge dog. So I'm seeing you're going to be planting some seeds. They could be coming from a space of emptiness or a void, and you're just going to activate them. They could have already been planted inside you. Other people could have planted them. You could have planted them subconsciously in the past. But as you calm your spirit, maybe get grounded, go by a body of water, skip some rocks, you're going to activate these seeds that were already lying dormant within you, and then you're going to blossom, and these are going to fill your heart space. Beautiful. The numbers on the cards go 28, or 23, so that's 5, change, or 2 3s, 33, that's a master number. Then we got Sodalite is 111. Now that's a angel number, master number, very powerful number. And then Morganite is 115. So that would be 7 total, or it would be 16, 7 again. So 11 plus 5 is 16, and 1 plus 6 is 7. 1 plus 1 plus 5 is 7. So this is 7. Sodalite is 3, technically, because 111 is 3. Or 11 plus 1 is 12, and 12 plus 1 is 3. And then Azurite is 2 plus 3 is 5, or it's 2 3s, so 33. So it could be 333, it could be 5 3 7, and these might play an important role to you. Okay, thank you for the information there. I'm just reading the comments. Hey guys, hey everybody that's commented. Thank you for commenting on the video. Thank you for hitting that like button. I really appreciate it. It takes you very little time, and it helps get more views and generate some sort of positive manifestation energy for my channel, and it also might help other people see the video, and it's good for the algorithms. It's really good for the algorithms. Not everybody watches tarot videos. You might watch tarot videos and think it's very normal and that everybody does it, but it's actually not as common as watching sports or watching friggin' drama reality. So when you hit that like button, I really appreciate it. It also lets the universe and YouTube know that tarot is valid and tarot is something that people want to watch. Thank you so much for participating in this video. I hope you gleaned a little bit of something from it. And whatever you do you. Whatever you do you. Just keep being you. There's no one like you. You are very unique and special. Okay? Much love. Drink some tea. Much love. Get your water. Get what you need. I'm just sending you healing. Be well. And stay blessed. Don't forget to breathe. I like to say that one. The runes again were Gateway, Flow in Reverse, and then Warrior. So there's some sort of gateway you're approaching. You're at a pivotal point in your life. You're at a 90 degree angle. You're going to be shifting perspectives. You're going to be shifting from one reality to the next, and this could be a whole corkscrew, a whole turn, like a whole 90 degrees. You're going to be looking one way, and then you're going to be looking this way. And a gateway, before you go in, you got to look behind you. You got to look in front of you. You can't bring everything that was in the before you in the door. The door's only so big, so all your past memories, you might have to say, oh, okay, goodbye. When you leave a door, you say goodbye, and then you close it, and then you look in front of you in your whole new space. When you enter into a space, you say goodbye to the world around you, and then you enter into that space. That's what this gateway is representing. Now with the flow, in reverse, it's saying that maybe you're not in flow. The flow of the universe is starting to calm back, maybe like building up tension, pressure, but eventually the flow is going to go. And then Warrior that's a movement forward. It's an arrow. It's some sort of positive movement forward. It's also encouraging you if you're going into battle, which you might be going into battle. I don't know what you do daily, but some people battle spiritually. Have a great day. That was the runes, Rider-Waite Tarot, the Mayatol Crystallery and Bestiary, and I've been Lights Out Tarot. I hope you enjoyed this video, and we're gonna cut it in. We're gonna end it here. All right, see ya.